The ball hovers low near the penalty area as USA midfielder Anthony Robinson sets up another attack with precision. His teammate is poised to receive. Ready for the next phase of the build-up, the pressure builds as Australia defends. The ball bounces back off Australia's defence in mid-air as the USA midfielder makes his run. The tension is palpable with every passing second. Can he thread this into goal? The stadium erupts, awaiting a decisive move from Anthony Robinson and his teammate. Anthony Robinson slides into midfield with speed as the USA starts their attack. His teammate, ready for his pass, watches intently. The ball is in mid-air, soaring towards goal, and Australia's defence is stretched thin trying to hold it back. Anthony Robinson has just executed another precise pass into midfield as the USA works to maintain possession with their 75% of ball control. Australia, defending fiercely, is forced deeper and deeper towards their own end. The USA midfielder takes the ball down the left flank at pace, cutting inside with precision, drawing Australia's fullback into his move as he sets up another attack. The ball is in mid-air near the penalty area, ready for a cross. Anthony Robinson is on the ball as Christian Pulisic moves out wide on the left flank. He's cutting inside with precise skill, drawing Australia's fullback in towards him as he sets up another attack near the penalty area. Anthony Robinson has just executed another precise pass into midfield as the USA works to maintain possession with their impressive 75% of ball control, stretching Australia's defence thin and forcing them deeper towards their own end. Anthony Robinson takes control of the ball at pace, cutting inside with precision as his teammate sets up another attack near the penalty area. The USA is holding their impressive 75% possession advantage against Australia's fierce defence. Anthony Robinson has just taken control of the ball at pace down the left flank, cutting inside with precise skill as he sets up another attack near the penalty area. Anthony Robinson has just executed another precise pass into midfield as the USA maintains possession with their impressive 75% of. Anthony Robinson has just burst down the left flank at pace with the ball in his control, cutting inside to set up another attack near the penalty area as he draws Australia's fullback closer. Anthony Robinson is cutting inside with precise skill as he sets up another attack near the penalty area, drawing Australia's fullback closer in pursuit of a goal attempt. The USA maintains their impressive possession and control deep into midfield. Weston McKennie has just burst down the left flank with pace, cutting inside towards the penalty area as he prepares to set up another attack for his teammates. His agility and speed are a real threat here. Weston McKennie is popping up on the outside, carving out space with precision as he looks to attack near the penalty area. His movement is fluid and threatening against Australia's defence, keeping them at bay while creating opportunities for his teammates. Weston McKennie has just burst down the left flank with precision at pace, cutting inside to set up another attacking move near the penalty area as he draws Australia's defence closer in pursuit of a goal attempt. The USA midfielder is focused and determined as he's putting his head down, likely preparing for the next move or assessing his options. Balogun steps up near him, ready to support whatever comes next in this tight midfield battle, the US. Robinson takes off with pace down into the box, weaving past defenders as he approaches the goal area. The crowd's roar rises as the U.S. forward eyes his target for a potential finish or pass to create an opportunity. Weston McKennie takes off down the left flank with lightning pace, his eyes locked onto Australia's goal. He's cutting inside sharply to set up an attacking move near the penalty area as he draws them closer in pursuit of a shot or pass opportunity. The U.S. midfielder, focused and determined, keeps his head down, perhaps assessing his options or preparing for another move in this tight midfield battle with Australia. Anthony Robinson is making a swift run into the area near the penalty box, weaving past defenders with precision. Anthony Robinson accelerates down into the box with intense focus, his strides carving through defenders as he approaches the goal area for a potential finish or pass to create an opening. Weston McKennie's pace continues to set the rhythm as he cuts inside with deceptive speed, drawing Australia's defence ever closer, the US. Balogun pushes forward with purpose, his run drawing Australia's defence wide as Pepe starts to in-break down the middle. The tension builds as he approaches the penalty area, ready to take a decisive shot or look for the perfect pass. Weston McKennie sprints down the left flank with deceptive speed as Australia's defence draws in closer, his pace setting the rhythm for another potential U.S. offensive move near the penalty area. Chris Richards makes an impressive interception from inside Australia's half, clearing danger away as the U.S. looks to establish dominance in possession. The energy is high as both teams settle into their half. Ream steps out of midfield with possession in hand as Australia looks to assert dominance early in this crucial World Cup match. The tension is palpable, and every move feels like a pivotal moment for both teams. Matt Freese takes centre stage under pressure as Australia's defence closes in. His movements are deliberate, scanning for an opening to advance possession. The tension is high, with both teams locked in a tight match. The US, in possession of the ball deep within Australia's half, is setting up an attack. Players are spread out strategically, looking for a way to break through with pace and precision. The United States continues its relentless pressure in midfield as Australia's defence converges to close down the space. With the ball securely under their feet and the US's possession at a commanding 81%, they're methodically working toward breaking through. In the heart of midfield, players spread out in strategic formation as Australia's defence converges to close down space. Ream advances with precision, securing ball control for his side deep within Australian territory. As Sutar races downfield for Australia, the U.S. midfielders continue their relentless advance towards possession deep within the Australian half. The tension is palpable as both teams vie for dominance in this crucial World Cup match. Aronson races through the midfield with the ball at his feet as Australia's defence attempts to close him down. The tension is palpable in this early stage of their match, and both teams are vying for control deep within each other's territory. The air is alive as McKennie expertly controls the ball in midair, stretching for possession while Ream positions himself perfectly to receive. Matthew Leckie dives headfirst into the goalmouth in a desperate attempt to stop the ball from crossing the line. The tension is electric, and every heartbeat feels like it could decide the fate of this match. Tyler Adams hits the deck as the ball smashes into him, causing a moment of pause in the match. His teammates and opponents alike turn to assess the situation, their eyes fixed on the down midfielder as the tension rises. Tyler Adams dives to the ground as the ball smashes into him from deep within Australia's half, sending a wave of concern through the stands and a moment of pause across the pitch. Matthew Leckie's eyes dart back into his half as he tries to regain possession amidst the dense pack of defenders. The ball hangs in midair, and Leckie leaps with all his experience to intercept what appears to be a dangerous cross. Tyler Adams takes a strong, deliberate stance as is spoken to by his opponent. The ball is in midfield, creating a moment of tension with both teams keenly focused. Tyler Adams takes a deliberate stance as is spoken to by his opponent in midfield, creating a tense moment for both teams. The referee leans close, likely discussing what might have been a missed yellow card opportunity. Both players are focused intensely on the interaction. Tyler Adams stretches out wide as he prepares to receive the ball from deep midfield. His opponent's close and tight, ready to challenge him for possession. The tension hangs heavy between them as they await his next move. Tyler Adams is poised in midfield as he receives the ball from deep. His opponent's closing in tight to challenge him for possession. This moment feels charged with tension and anticipation. Tyler Adams takes deliberate control of possession in midfield as he prepares to distribute from deep. The defense closes him down, but he maintains his composure and looks ready for the next play to unfold. The tension hangs heavy between them as they await his decision. Tyler Adams takes control of possession in midfield as he prepares to distribute from deep. His opponents close down to challenge him for every inch of space. The crowd is on edge, their breaths held as they wait for this pivotal moment to unfold. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he receives the ball from deep. His opponents closing down tight to challenge him for every inch of space. This moment feels charged with tension and anticipation. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he prepares to distribute from deep. His opponents closing down tight to challenge him for every inch of space. This moment feels charged with tension and anticipation. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he receives the ball from deep amidst a tight defensive wall. The tension is palpable. Could this be where the U.S. makes their move? Every inch of space is contested fiercely, leaving no room for error. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he prepares to distribute from deep amidst a tight defensive wall. The tension is palpable, and every inch of space is contested fiercely. This moment feels charged with the possibility of an opening move for either team. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he receives the ball from deep amidst tight defensive pressure. His teammates and opponents are battling for every inch of space, creating palpable tension that hints at a potential breakthrough. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he receives the ball amidst tight defensive pressure. Every inch of space is contested fiercely by both sides. The tension is palpable, creating an opening for a potential breakthrough either way. The pitch hums with possibility. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he receives the ball from deep amidst tight defensive pressure. Every inch of space is contested fiercely by both sides, and the tension is palpable. The pitch hums with possibility as either team could make their move next. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he prepares to distribute from deep amidst tight defensive pressure. Every inch of space is contested fiercely by both sides, creating palpable tension for either team's potential breakthrough. Tyler Adams receives the ball amidst tight defensive pressure. Every inch of space is contested fiercely by both sides, creating palpable tension that hints at a potential breakthrough for either team. Tyler Adams receives the ball amidst tight defensive pressure. Every inch of space is contested fiercely by both sides. This moment feels charged with possibility as either team could make their move next. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he receives the ball amidst tight defensive pressure. Every inch of space is contested fiercely by both sides. This moment feels charged with possibility, ready for either team to make their move next. Tyler Adams stands tall in midfield as he prepares to distribute amidst tight defensive pressure. Every inch of space is contested fiercely by both teams. This moment feels charged with possibility, ready for either side's move next. The USA has possession at this critical stage. In today's 79th minute, intense pressure mounts as C. Burgess receives possession amidst tight defensive pressure. The USA is in control and looks to keep the momentum. Curtis Burgess, in possession for the USA, appears poised to make a move or pass amidst tight defensive pressure. The American midfield is at full stretch, ready to exploit any space. Into the 11th minute of a tense first half, the USA's midfield continues to assert itself with precision. The ball is in the center circle, and an American midfielder prepares for a move amidst tight defensive pressure from Australia's backline. The crowd erupts as players in white uniforms celebrate a goal. The ball has settled amidst jubilant fans waving flags, the energy electric with excitement. This is a moment of pure elation for the USA. Into the 11th minute of an intense first half, a goal from Burgess has sent the American supporters into a frenzy, their flags and banners waving high in the stands as they cheer for the US, celebrating every inch of the victory. Into the 12th minute of an intense first half, the U.S. midfielder in possession controls the ball deep in their midfield while facing tight defensive pressure from Australia's backline. The USA are in complete control deep in midfield, pushing forward with tight ball movement while facing Australia's relentless pressure defense. The U.S. continues to dominate possession as they surge towards goal, looking for another breakthrough. Into the middle of the field, an Australian player runs forward with purpose as he breaks through midfield pressure. The ball is moving quickly now, towards what looks like a dangerous counterattack for Australia, who pushing hard to gain momentum. In the middle of intense play, Balogun finds himself driving through midfield with purposeful intent as his teammates number in behind him, searching for openings to attack. Into the 12th minute of an intense first half, the USA are in complete control deep in midfield as players surge forward with tight ball movement and purposeful passes under Australia's relentless pressure defense. The USA continue to dominate possession, pushing towards goal. Deep in midfield, Australia is struggling to clear the ball as their defender flails awkwardly with his feet searching for something solid, creating an opening for a dangerous counterattack from the USA. The tension is palpable as play shifts and the USA continue their clinical build-up play in midfield as they surge forward with tight ball movement. The U.S. are finding plenty of space between the lines, and the pressure is mounting for Australia to clear the ball effectively. The USA are in complete control as Tillman tries to escape tight defense near midfield, but he can't cleanly clear the ball past the Australia pressure. The crowd is on its feet, cheering for their lead. The USA are in possession deep into midfield as they look to launch another counterattack. Italiano sprints forward to intercept, but Adams' tackle stops their advance cold at the halfway line. Tura brings the ball down deep into midfield, his movement building as he looks to find space in front of him. The tension is palpable as both teams position themselves for the next move with precision and intent. The US. Matthew Leckie gets close to the goal with a fierce shot from deep in midfield. The Australian ball is controlled by a midfielder who has just taken possession as the USA's defense holds strong, ready for any counterattack. Into the 13th minute, the tension in the midfield continues to build as Australia works hard to find a breakthrough opportunity. The Australian ball is controlled by midfielder after midfielder, while the USA's defense stands strong and ready for any counterattack that might come their way. The USA are deep in midfield, carefully defending as they look to maintain their lead. A player is shielding possession near the center of the field, ensuring the ball stays out of danger for now. The tension remains high as both teams eye the next move. A player is focused intently towards what looks like an impending set piece or corner kick situation from Australia's side. The ball might be near that far post, ready to be crossed into the penalty area for a potential header or flick on by one of their forwards. Into the 13th minute of an intense first half, the USA 掌握球权，控球率达到78%，压倒性占据场上这种。美国队在中场控制力和传球质量都令人印象深刻，而澳大利亚则一直在。The USA are deep in midfield, carefully defending to maintain their lead as they hold onto the ball. The Australian defense is holding strong, looking for an opening with pressure from behind. Tension continues to build as both sides vie for control of this crucial first half moment. The USA have possession deep in midfield, with their defense standing firm against Australian pressure as they look to build from their lead. The USA midfielder has just sent a pass from deep midfield to Burgess. It's an incisive move as he looks for space in the Australian penalty area, his eyes scanning the open space with determination. The American striker has just released a powerful shot from deep midfield towards Australia's goal as the defense scrambles to clear the ball back into their half, creating tension in this crucial first half moment heading toward half-time. The American striker, deep in midfield, sends another powerful shot towards Australia's goal as their defense frantically clears the ball back into their half. The tension is palpable as both teams battle for control of this pivotal moment heading toward half-time. The American striker has just unleashed another powerful shot from deep midfield towards Australia's goal as their defense frantically clears the ball back into their half. The USA midfielder has brought down the ball with intent, his eyes scanning for space in this crucial moment heading toward half-time. The referee steps in to reset after another intense moment as both teams jockey for position near midfield. A powerful shot has just been taken by the American striker, sending Australia scrambling to clear the ball back into their half with urgency. The American striker has just unleashed another powerful shot towards Australia's goal as their defense frantically clears the ball back into their half. The tension is palpable heading toward half-time, and both teams are jockeying for position near midfield. The American midfielder has just sent another powerful shot towards Australia's goal as their defense desperately clears the ball back into their half with urgency. The tension is palpable, and both teams are locked in a fierce battle for position near midfield heading toward half-time. Malik Tillman moves with purpose downfield, scanning for space as he closes in towards Australia's goal. The tension is electric in this early stage of the match as both teams battle for control. His next move could be decisive. McKennie's shot has been blocked by Australia's defense as they scramble to regain control of their own half. The tension is still very much alive heading into the first half, with both teams jockeying for position near midfield. The American midfielder has just beaten his marker with precision, lifting the ball over the towering defender and sending them scrambling. The defense is under immense pressure as they attempt to clear the ball back into their half, the tension at its peak heading towards half-time. A United States player with the ball races forward, his eyes locked on goal as he closes in towards Australia's defense. The tension is palpable heading into the first half, with both teams jockeying for position near midfield. His next move could be decisive. The USA midfielder has just beaten his marker with precision, lifting the ball over an impressive Australian defender and sending them scrambling to clear it back into their half. The tension is electric heading towards half-time as both teams jockey for position near midfield. His next move could be decisive. A United States player races forward with precision towards Australia's goal, his eyes locked on space as he closes in. The defense is caught off guard by an audacious effort that nearly finds the net, sending them scrambling to clear the danger out of their half. A United States player races forward with precision as he closes in towards Australia's goal, his eyes locked on space. He lifts the ball over an impressive defender and sends them scrambling to clear it back into their half, maintaining the relentless pressure from the USA midfield. The United States midfielder races forward with precision as he closes in towards Australia's goal, lifting the ball over an impressive defender and sending them scrambling to clear it back into their half, maintaining relentless pressure. The tension is palpable heading into halftime near midfield. Chris Richards takes charge as he races forward with precision into Australia's box. His eyes are locked on space, and with an expert touch, he sends the ball flying over another impressive defender, sending them scrambling to clear it back into their half. Chris Richards races forward with precision as he closes in towards Australia's goal. His eyes locked on space. With an expert touch, he sends the ball flying over another defender, sending them scrambling to clear it back into their half. A United States midfielder sprints forward with purpose as he closes in towards Australia's goal, his body language suggesting he's looking to find space. The pressure is mounting deep into the first half, and the tension fills the air as the score stands at 1-0. The United States midfielder makes a precise pass downfield as Australia's defenders step up to intercept. The ball dances across the pitch, and suddenly, an aggressive move from midfielders sets up another attacking play. The United States midfielder makes an expert pass downfield, finding a teammate near Australia's box. The ball arcs through the air, and another player races towards space in their attack. The United States midfielder takes control as he sprints forward, his body language indicating he's looking for space to either take a shot or set up an assist. The ball is in play near Australia's box, and another US. A United States player races towards Australia's goal as he prepares to receive or intercept a pass, his eyes focused intently. The tension in this early stage of play is palpable. Both teams are locked in intense competition for possession and control. The tension in this early stage of play is palpable. The United States attack is gaining ground as their midfielder sprints forward with authority. The tension builds as a United States player sprints towards Australia's goal with purpose. A crisp foul has been called in Australia's area, marking their first yellow card of the match. The ball is in play near Australia's box, and another US. The ball floats high into the air as United States attackers race forward to contest possession in Australia's penalty box. The tension is thickening with every stride, both teams jostling for control deep inside their own half. The U.S. player in midfield sprints with authority towards Australia's goal as his teammates cluster near their defensive line. Their body language intense and focused. The tension is palpable as both teams vie for control deep inside their own half. The United States forward has just taken a quick breakaway towards Australia's goal with determination, weaving past defenders as he seeks to create an opportunity for his teammates upfield. A United States player streaks towards Australia's goal in a burst of speed, his body language showing intent to contest possession or intercept an incoming pass. The tension is palpable as he races through the penalty box toward what appears to be an open area. The US, in possession of the ball deep inside their own half, takes a flick on with skill that draws a few boos from the crowd as they look to create an opening for their forward downfield. Weston McKennie Jr., the United States player in midfield, sprints with authority towards Australia's goal as his teammates cluster near their defensive line. The tension is palpable as he races through the penalty box toward what appears to be an open area. The U.S. midfielder takes a flick on with precision deep in their own half as they look to create an opening for their forward downfield. The tension is palpable, but for now, Australia has possession and seems to be holding strong at the moment. Weston McKennie Jr., sprinting with purpose through Australia's midfield, looks to find his teammates in transition as he races towards space or an opportunity to intercept. The tension is palpable as he continues his advance deep into this first half of action. The ball floats high through the air as the United States midfielder 向澳大利亚城门发动传球，队友们在对方半场准备接应。在这紧张时刻，美国队继续施压，寻求进一步突破。A United States midfielder races through Australia's midfield with purpose as the ball is played upfield into deeper territory. The tension builds, and teammates ready themselves in support nearby. Australia has possession for now, but the US. The U.S. midfielder races through Australia's midfield with determination as the ball is flicked forward deep into their own half in search of an opening. The tension is palpable as teammates prepare to support him if necessary. The United States midfielder races past an Australian defender in midfield with purpose, searching for his teammates. He flicks the ball forward deep into their own half as they seek to exploit Australia's defence and move towards a goal. The U.S. midfielder continues to advance with purpose through Australia's midfield, flicking the ball forward deep into their own half in search of an opportunity. Australia has possession and is working hard to maintain control, but United States player closes in on them with determination. The ball remains at Australia's feet as their midfielder falls to the turf in frustration, his body language suggesting he's just missed an opportunity for possession or perhaps even a shot himself. The United States midfielder races with precision through the middle of Australia's midfield. He flicks the ball forward deep into his own half as teammates close in, searching for an opening. The tension is thick, and both teams are locked in a fierce battle for possession. The U.S. midfielder continues to advance with purpose through Australia's midfield, flicking the ball forward deep into their own half in search of an opportunity. The tension is palpable as both teams battle for possession. The U.S. midfielder has possession of the ball, dribbling forward with determination through Australia's midfield. His teammates are spread out, ready to support and create openings against their opponent's defence as they seek a way to increase their lead. John, Dest under immediate pressure from Australia's defence as the United States midfielder races through midfield with determination. The ball is flicked forward deep into their own half, teammates closing in to support and create openings against Australia's relentless press. Pressure mounts as a United States player races past an Australian defender under immediate pressure to drag the ball away from Jordan Bowe. The tension is high in midfield, with both teams locked in this fierce battle for control. The United States has control of this throw-in from Australia's end. The American midfield is in position to clear or pass. The Australian defence remains alert, ready to pressure. The American attack is methodical, working the ball across midfield with precision. Australia's defence looks alert as they prepare to meet the USA's advance at the penalty area. The atmosphere is charged, and both sides know this could be a turning point in the half. The United States has possession deep in their own half, working the ball to set up an attack from a free kick. Australia's defence is positioned tightly, ready for any quick movement into their box. The crowd roars as both teams eye this crucial opportunity. The United States has the ball in midfield after Australia's defence cleared another possession. The Americans are looking to build a play towards their attacking third as they continue to exert their dominance with 73% of possession. The Americans have possession deep in their own half and are working the ball with precision, sending a long pass towards midfield as Australia's defence closes to pressure them. The United States have possession deep in their own half and are working the ball with precision as they build an attack from a corner kick. Australia's defence remains tight and ready to press, but the Americans maintain control with the ball in midfield. Into the 79th minute, the United States have possession in midfield as they build an attack from a corner kick. The ball is now in midfield where both teams are vying for possession with intensity. The Americans have the ball and seem to be setting up an attack, while Australia's defence remains alert, ready to regain control as they press hard. Tillman sprints with the ball at midfield. Allegan closes in to defend as the United States look to maintain possession and set up another attack from deep in their half. Australia's defence remains tight but can't quite hold off this forward momentum. The United States have possession deep in their own half and are working the ball with precision towards midfield. Leckie moves into position, and a long pass sends the ball forward to support the attack. The United States are in control deep within their own half as they build an attack from midfield. A long pass sends the ball forward to set up another dangerous offensive opportunity, with players converging on a potential goal area. A United States midfielder takes off from midfield to receive the ball, weaving through Australian defenders as they press hard for any loose possession. The American is moving into space just ahead of the defensive wall, preparing for another pivotal play in their offensive build-up. Anthony Robinson cuts inside from the right wing while Tillman provides excellent support in midfield. The United States continue to dominate possession and are creating dangerous chances with tight ball control. The pressure is mounting as Australia struggles to defend effectively against the American build-up attack. Anthony Robinson cuts inside from the right wing, weaving through Australian defenders as Tillman provides crucial support in midfield. The ball is moving swiftly across Australia's half, creating a clear danger for them to defend against. As players from both teams converge in midfield, the Americans continue to dominate possession with precise ball control. Anthony Robinson bursts through midfield with precision as Tillman provides crucial support behind him. The ball moves swiftly across Australia's half towards their goal, creating an intense danger for them to defend against. The Americans are in possession deep into Australia's half. The ball has found space as players converge toward potential danger zone. Anthony Robinson takes off from midfield with precision, weaving past defenders before taking a shot at goal. The pressure builds as Anthony Robinson continues his impressive run downfield with precision. The ball zips past defenders towards Australia's goal, leaving defenders scrambling to contain him. It's a moment of tension and opportunity for the Americans. Anthony Robinson receives the ball deep in Australia's half, weaving through defenders with precision as he advances toward goal. The Americans are on the attack, and the tension builds as they look to make their next move. The Americans are in possession deep into Australia's half as Anthony Robinson takes off from midfield with precision. The ball zips past defenders towards Australia's goal, leaving them scrambling to contain him. The Americans are closing in with purpose. Anthony Robinson continues his relentless run downfield, weaving through defenders and finding space. The ball zips past Australia's goal as they scramble to contain him, building pressure for another potential goal-scoring opportunity. The Americans have possession in midfield as Anthony Robinson takes off with precision, weaving through defenders and finding space for another potential attack. The tension is palpable as Australia's defence tries to hold them back. Referee hands a yellow card to Jay. Australia's midfielders are closing in on potential danger zones as they make steady progress upfield. Their forward is setting up for a promising counterattack, weaving through defenders and taking aim at the American goal. The Americans have possession in midfield as Anthony Robinson drives towards goal with precision. The ball zips past defenders and Australia's defence is scrambling to contain him, building pressure for another potential attack. The tension is palpable as the ball races through the air. Australia's defence scrambles to clear as the ball sails through their penalty area. The tension is palpable as they try to regain possession and counterattack immediately. Their forward is ready to make a move, weaving through defenders with precision. The play is heating up. The ball arcs through the air toward the goal as Australia's defence struggles to contain Anthony Robinson, who has taken over midfield possession with precision and speed. Anthony Robinson races toward goal with precision as Australia scrambles to defend. The ball is zipping through their penalty area under pressure. The tension is palpable, and another scoring opportunity looms for USA. The Americans are building pressure as Anthony Robinson races toward goal with precision, his touch crisp under pressure from Australia's defence. The tension is palpable in the stadium as they seek to extend their lead and secure a crucial victory for Group B. The Americans are still pushing forward as Anthony Robinson races towards goal with precision under pressure from Australia's defence. The tension is palpable in the stadium, and another scoring opportunity looms for USA. Freeman races through space as the USA seeks to expand their lead, his speed a blur against Australia's defence. The tension is palpable in the stadium as both teams prepare for what comes next. The referee signals another foul as Freeman lands awkwardly after an attempted clearance near the corner flag. The ball is awarded to Australia's corner kick. Defenders from both teams are positioned and ready, the tension in the stadium rising as they prepare for yet another phase of play. The tension in the stadium peaks as USA players hug their striker in celebration of the goal scored by C. Burgess just moments ago. The Americans are now fully committed to extending their lead, with their forward line pushing relentlessly towards Australia's goal once more. The tension in the stadium intensifies as players from both teams position themselves for another phase of play. The referee's whistle sounds again near midfield, signaling a restart with a ball at rest just inside Australia's penalty area. The United States striker C. Burgess celebrates as he scores against Australia, bringing the score to 1-0 with his first half. USA leading Australia 1-0. Aussies look sharp in attack tonight. ZWAY experience on full display. A chance to spark Australia's fight back looms large. The Aussies are showing great determination and skill, capitalising on their lead. Australia looks intent as they look to make it 2. USA maintains the pressure deep into the second half. Australia press hard in midfield. ZWAY shows his experience, ready for any USA counterattack. Australia's defence is under the spotlight, with a focused player using hand signals to direct his teammates. The Aussies are intent on holding onto their lead as they navigate through pressure from the US team. Australia's striker Balogun is in position. They're trying to capitalise on this chance. USA presses hard. Australia's striker, Balogun, stands ready for another big moment. USA's defence holds firm. Australia's star striker, Balogun, is primed and ready. USA's defence is on high alert as the Aussies look to extend their lead. Australia's forward is lined up perfectly in the penalty area. Balogun steps into his moment with purpose. The pressure from the United States remains intense. Australia's star striker, Balogun, is in position under intense U.S. pressure, ready for another big chance. Australia's forward slides in to square the pass toward their back post, while the USA defence braces for impact. Australia's striker readies his shot under U.S. pressure. The score remains 1-0. Australia's star striker finds space. Balogun takes aim from close range as the Aussies fight for a crucial goal against the US defence. Alex Freeman is getting up now. In Seattle, Alex Freeman is making his way back to his feet after a tough collision. Alex Freeman still rising. Is a picture of resilience. Alex Freeman struggles but rises strong in isolation. Reminder, the Visa halftime show live here on Fox. USA are relentless as they press, holding Australia's hopes at bay. To our left, scenes of promise, pre-game. USA leading 1-0, the Green Army is solidifying their advantage. The North Stand erupts in a sea of green. Into the 79th minute, USA's dominance grows. Now, assessing players for signs of concussion. USA press Australia, keeping them on the ropes. The USA are on edge as the ref halts play. What's next? We wait to see. John's got him out of sight, and out of mind, right here, 2:41 p.m. John's a blinding white arrow, but Chris Richards runs wild and free, into the pitch with purpose. USA have taken control. The score reflects it now at 1-0. Australia are under pressure. What next? Stay tuned. The USA launch a surge towards goal, pressing hard in midfield. Australia's defenders tense as they hold firm. What's on deck? We'll see. But you just have to be so vibrant. USA, you're lighting up the pitch. The Australian defense is under pressure. They can't handle this intensity anymore. Australia leads 1-0 into a quiet pause. Fans watch intently as the players regroup and strategize for the next move. What's ahead now? Australia are on the ropes in their own half. USA's momentum builds with each pass. Watch closely. Australia lead the way at 1-0. This USA pressure is intense. The crowd holds its breath as they prepare to pounce. And so, intent and determined here, the USA have taken control. Australia are under fire now. What's on deck? Stay sharp. USA's relentless pressure leaves Australia teetering. Fans hold their breath. What comes next? USA dominate. Australia push back. The crowd roars as the USA move closer to victory. Look out. Australia hold firm in their own half. USA's momentum intensifies with each crisp pass, ready to spring. The Aussies are hanging on tight, but they can't shake off this relentless USA pressure. Watch them closely. Stay sharp. Australia hold their ground as stoppage time ticks down. Fans hold their breath, eyes glued to the ball. What's next? Look out. Australia still clinging. A long way yet. The tension hangs heavy. Australia lead 1-0 with that momentous own goal. The crowd erupts. USA's chance for redemption looms large. Australia hold firm deep into stoppage time. USA still pushing, relentless pressure mounting, ready to seize. The USA are fighting valiantly, but they need a miracle. Can they dig deep? The Aussies keep their cool. What happens next could be epic. Australia take the lead on a fortuitous own goal from Matt Freese. The USA's hopes rise as stoppage time edges towards its end. Fans hold their breath in anticipation of a potential comeback. USA's chances hang by a thread, but this Australian own goal could change everything. Australia lead 1-0 on a last-minute own goal from Matt Freese. USA fans erupt. The game is at a crossroads. Can the US score and turn it around? The U.S. must rally fast. Can they find that second goal to flip the script? Can John finally seal the upset with a killer finish for the States? Can John nail the shot and ignite USA's comeback? Great move from the US as Lully slips past his marker. Now to test the keeper. USA have to be clinical here. USA needs something explosive in midfield. McKennie's got to get this team back on track. Look at those feet. The U.S. is clinging desperately for an equalizer. Will John Strike find a way? Skillsman sends a powerful cross into the box. Now Australia must clear it. The US attacks with determination. Now they're trying to push that ball back up. Australia still has work to do as Solskjaer tries desperately to reassert control. Melman, relentless and unwavering, giving his all. The USA needs a surge in midfield. McKennie must lead the U.S. back. The US is battling hard. Can John find an opening against Australia's solid defense? Aussie keeper Stu steps up to take the penalty kick. Pressure on. Aussie Stu takes his mark. Eyes locked down. Pressure mounts as he prepares to convert. USA up 1-0. De Jong leaps into action, mesmerizing. A sneaky slip wide. Two men came with the ball. Aussie keeper Stu takes his shot, eyes fixed on target. Pressure rises in the final minute. Aussie goalkeeper Into the 85th minute, the American forward finds himself with space on the left flank. Will he pull one back for the US? It's crunch time. Into the 79th minute, the American captain leads a counterattack from the right wing. USA looking to level the game soon. Into the 78th minute, the US forward breaks on the left flank. Can he find his marker? The pressure's mounting. Into the 76th minute, Australia's keeper stretches to make a save off a dangerous cross. Tension is electric. USA breaks down the right flank again. Will they get their equalizer? Pressure is high in this golden moment. The U.S. forward edges closer with a low cross into the box. Goal or VAR checks ahead. Deep in the 80th minute, Australia's defense holds tight against USA's relentless attack. Australia's defender steps up to block a dangerous cross. Will it hold? The tension builds. Australia's backline is bracing as the US forward edges closer. Pressure high. The play hangs in suspense. A Mexico striker races into space under fierce pressure from South Korea defenders. Australia's defense sprints back on the counter-attack. They need to stay compact and find a way out of trouble. Australia's keeper dives desperately to save. VAR review needed as USA striker scores. USA forward surges past Australia defense. Can VAR confirm the goal? Tension is palpable. VAR checks as Australia's defense hangs on. What happens next? Suspense mounts. VAR confirms the goal. USA striker takes charge in the 89th minute. USA's forward tears through to score. The crowd erupts. VAR review needed as they celebrate. Tension is electric. USA attacker charges into Australia's box. VAR review critical for goal validity. Australia's keeper leaps to save a chance. The ball sails high over his head. Australia keeper dives but misses the high cross. USA forward takes advantage in the penalty area. Referee takes a deep breath as the whistle sounds. Tension builds. VAR review on the horizon. USA's attacker breaks free and scores as VAR confirms no offside. The crowd roars. A thunderous strike from USA. The Australians can't hold on. The American attacker races through and finishes neatly. Australia's defense crumbles in flames. The goal shakes Seattle. USA takes control. Australia's keeper dives but misses as the ball sails past. USA striker powers into goal amidst VAR review. Tension peaks. The US forward breaks through. The score's now 2-0. Australia struggles to hang on. Australia's defense implodes. Australia's defense hangs on by a thread. USA attacker breaks through again. Australia's defense buckles under pressure. The USA forward surges past them once more. Australia's defense looks vulnerable as the USA forward charges toward goal. Australia's defense holds steady, but the USA forward keeps pushing forward with determination. Alex Freeman scores his third goal for Mexico against South Korea. The crowd erupts. USA's attacking machine is unstoppable. Australia's back line reacts first to this quick ball. Big test ahead. Australia's defense finally breaks down as the USA striker races into space. Australia's back four struggles under a relentless forward assault. Freeman's punch lands and splits. Now Mexico must be sharper. Australia is on the ropes. Their defense is under heavy pressure. The ball races through the middle. Hold on to your seats. This could shake up the score. Australia's defensive wall crumbles as a lightning-fast counterattack finds open space. Another goal looms large. USA's attack sprints forward in this crucial moment. The Aussies can't hold on. USA's attacking surge hits full throttle with the young playmaker leading the charge. USA's attack surges through midfield, threatening Australia's fragile defense. Australia's backline is creaking under the USA's relentless assault. The Aussies are in crisis mode. USA's forward storms into their box and scores. Game over. Not so fast. The Aussies scramble as USA breakthroughs. The win hangs by a thread. Australia hang on tight with time running out, desperate to hold the lead. The young playmaker is leading USA's storming attack. An early goal leaves Australia reeling. USA's forward takes down Australia's defense. A crucial breakaway leads to an emphatic goal. Alex Freeman's got that game-changing touch. USA are building on their advantage. Australia fight back, but the USA defender steps up and secures the clean sheet. Australia holds steady as the USA push for another goal. The stakes are high here. USA's attack has surged. The USA striker powers past Australia's defense, a chance to extend their lead. Australia defends tenaciously as the USA look to widen their lead. USA's forward makes a lightning bolt move. Australia better watch out. Australia fights tooth and nail, but the USA's defender seals it tight. USA keeps pressing in the closing minutes. They need to stretch this lead even further. A US player wins a corner. Aussies scramble hard but can't hold on. USA ready for another strike. USA 2 Australia 0. The pressure's mounting. USA forward bursts through the Australian midfield. A perfect setup for another goal. Australia holds strong as they try to stem the USA's momentum. The Aussies' defense is giving everything. USA's striker capitalizes on a quick break. Australia tries every trick. USA's keeper makes one last stand. The USA forward charges down the wing. They're setting up for another goal blast. Australia are under massive pressure as the USA continues to dominate. Australia are giving everything offensively. USA's lead looks unassailable. USA's striker breaks through, firing a shot straight at the keeper. Australia's backline hangs on tight. USA forward teases another quick counterattack. Robinson sprints down the wing, leaving the defense reeling. Robinson dashes down, opening up space for a powerful surge. Australia's defensive line is in tatters as Richard surges towards goal. The Australian backline crumbles again. USA's lead tightens. Australia's defender falls on a messy tackle. USA forward breaks through. Australia's defender stumbles under pressure. USA forward pounces. The Americans dominate as Robinson streaks down the right side. Australia's defense stands tall and steady in this tense contest. Australia's backline is solid, but they can't contain the USA attack. The USA attacker finds a gap in Australia's defense. Scoreline tightens. Freeman tracks the ball, makes a quick move. USA takes control. Australia's defense hangs on as the Americans keep up pressure. Australia's backline holds firm under pressure from USA attackers. Tight defense. The USA's attack is carving paths through Australia's well-defended middle. USA's forward powers past Australia's centre. Scoreline tightens. John, and that's a shot saved. The USA attacker finds space in the penalty area. Australia clears it. USA holds control for now. Australia keeps hanging on under pressure from their attackers. Australia's defense fights hard to clear a shot into the box, tight. Australia hangs tough as the USA attacks relentlessly. Australia's goalkeeper dives wildly, but USA striker powers home against all odds. What a finish. Australia's keeper dives in vain as USA forward storms past and scores from close range. Australia's defense fights for every ball under pressure. Australia's defense sprints to clear, but it barely escapes the attacker's reach. USA maintains possession, keeping Australia on edge. Good first half for the USA. The Aussies can't seem to get a foothold. Australia hangs tough as USA forward cuts inside and fires. USA has dug deep into Australia's defense, forcing their keeper to rush in vain. USA's forward's determination is unyielding. Australia's keeper dives, but USA striker slides home from close range. USA takes control. Australia struggles under the pressure. Australia fights hard, closing down the USA's attacking moves. USA must find a breakthrough soon. USA continues to dominate. Australia is finding it tough to hold on. Australia stands firm as USA forward threads through and shoots. Australia's goalkeeper sprints across, but USA forward slides home for another goal. US lead 3-0. USA's striker breaks away with pace, a crucial moment. Australia battles to defend. USA forward bursts into the box. Australia fights gamely against USA's relentless advances. USA needs to find the breakthrough soon. USA's forward bursts through again. Australia struggles to keep up as US strikes for another goal. Australia's defense stands tall as USA striker surges and shoots. Goalkeeper dives, but USA forward slams it home. US lead 2-0 now. Pivotal strike. Australia's resiliency is on full display. Australia needs to stay strong in defense. Australia clings gamely as USA advances. A vital battle of wills. Australia fights valiantly as USA continues to pile on pressure. The USA forward breaks through yet again. Australia defense holds strong before another goal falls for the US. USA's lead grows to 2-0. Australia's backline is under pressure once more. A fierce attack from the USA threatens their shaky defense. Australia's backline holds steady as the USA striker pushes forward. A sharp effort narrowly misses, keeping Australia in the hunt. Australia's defences tremble under relentless USA assault. Forward breaks through once more, putting Australia on edge as the pressure builds. Australia tries to clear the danger, but the ball is snapped up by a sharp USA attacker who slots it into the net. Score remains 2-0 for the USA. The USA forward breaks through again. Australia's defence is on edge. Sharp finish just misses. Tension builds as USA continues to press hard. Australia's defensive wall is tested once more by USA's determined forward. A fierce attempt hits the top corner with inches to spare. The tension mounts as both teams dig deep for the next play. Australia battles hard but can't hold off the relentless USA attack. Forward keeps pushing through. Australia's defenders are on high alert against a persistent USA forward. The Aussie defence holds tight as USA keeps pushing. Sharp finish goes just wide. Tension peaks in the dying moments. Australia's goalkeeper stares down a USA forward surge. The tension is electric. The USA keeper's hand rises high as the Aussies press for clearance. Tension explodes in every tackle. USA's striker powers home another goal with clinical precision. Flo Balogun takes a direct hit, heads down hard, pain and peril in that impact. Flo takes a header after a shot comes back off Australia's defence. USA pressure mounts. Flo Balogun is down. Australia's throw in the air. USA pressure builds. Australia's throw-in almost finds something. The USA keeper stretches for it. The USA striker breaks free on a counterattack. Dangerous space opens up. Australia's Harry Suter leaps high to win an aerial duel against USA striker. Australia's Harry Suter rises highest in the air, taking charge over the header. Australia's throw-in is up and USA need to defend it. Australia's Harry Suter heads it downfield. USA pressure mounts as he wins the ball. The throw-in sends Australia on a surge. America's keeper dives but misses. Australia's star striker capitalizes, finding the top corner with an unstoppable finish. Pepe and Balogun make their move, chasing the ball downfield. USA steps up to defend. USA's defense stands firm as Australia tries to break through. Pepe is on a mission. Can he thread through the defenders? Australia's defense won't give way. Freeman leads the charge. USA's attack sprints forward. Freeman drives inside, destined pursuit. USA attack tightens around Australia's box. Australia battles to hold onto their slim lead. Patrick secures it, hero of the hour. Australia holds strong as USA pushes for goals. Freeman leads a relentless surge down the flanks. Dest closes fast. The USA are in control, a tactical shift up front. They're putting pressure on Australia's defense. A key man advances toward goal. Australia's defense tightens on USA's attacking trio. Man to watch. Now, USA attack surges into the danger zone. Sergino just needs an opening. Australia's goalkeeper makes a crucial save at the last second. Goalkeeper hero. USA pressure surging. Sergino ready for his moment. Goal. USA 3-0 Australia. USA dominance complete as Australia's defense finally breaks. Bowes drives desperately towards goal as Dest closes fast. USA hold an iron grip on Australia's attack. The scoreboard is silent. USA 2-0, but the tension is electric. Australia hang on. Their back four holds firm under USA's relentless assault. Australia's defense crumbles. Every player erupts in celebration.